Hi, everyone. So, welcome to the series, and let's dive straight in. Let's have a quick overview of this lesson. So, in the first lesson, we have the first thing we're going to design is this main menu. When we click on play, it took us to level one, so to this level one start screen. And then when we clicked on the tile to start, it took us to this slide where we could actually play the game. So in today's lesson, we are going to be designing all three of those first few slides of Don't Touch the Void. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to leave this screenshot of the main menu here just as a guide so we can follow this. So the first thing I'm going to notice is the background color of the slide. So we've kind of got a black up here and a very dark blue down here. So if I right click format background and I go to my gradient, now I can play around with these. So it's like a black color at the top. And then down here is like a kind of like a midnight blue. Yeah, I think we're pretty close. So that's the first thing. Okay, next, if you look very closely, maybe I can make this a bit bigger so you can see, but you'll see we have these kind of like diamond shapes up here, these pointed triangles. They're a bit darker than this bottom blue, and then they go down into black color, and then they kind of blend down here with the blue. So let's see if we can try to recreate that one. So let me take, I think this diamond would look nice. Okay, so what do we say? We said at the top it was kind of like a dark blue, maybe a bit darker than that. So I can go down here and I can make it even darker. So it's not quite black. Okay, very good. And then down here, it's black. Good. Let me remove the outline because I can still see the outline of this shape. Okay, this is good. I'm also going to put a black here. I think you'll see why in a moment. So I'm going to put a black here, and then here I'm going to turn this one to transparency, complete transparency. Okay, yeah, this is good. All right, let's make this one a bit transparent as well. So it kind of blends in. Okay, oh, nice. Now this is looking okay. Okay, perfect. So he's kind of got this one going. We can do a few more of these. Let's make that one, okay. And then what he's done, I think, is he's just copied and pasted this a few times. Some of these he's made bigger. Some of them he's made a bit smaller. Okay. And so on. All right, let me just bring this one to the front. Okay, so that's what he's kind of got going in the background. You can copy and paste those a few more times on the other side as well. All right, now the next thing I can see is this kind of block at the top. And if you remember, this purple tile goes up and down until the end of the slide. So we're going to try and achieve this one. So I think it's easy to do this with a rectangle first. So we've got like a rectangle like this. It's going from like a light blue to a black color. So let me take the outline away, the line around the side. And okay, we want the top one to be like a light blue color. Very good. And then the bottom is going to be the dark color like before. Maybe I can do the same with this one as well. Let's make it a dark color. Okay, perfect. And then we can reduce the transparency down so it kind of blends into the back a little bit. Okay. All right, this is nice. Okay, and then we've got this white diamond on top. So let's click our diamond shape. So it's easy just to drag from here to here and then drag it up until we're happy with the result. Okay, and we're going to make this a white color. Let me take the outline away. Okay, now we're just going to drag it into position. So it kind of looks like this. Okay, absolutely perfect. All right, and then for the purple one, we're just going to copy this one more time, and we're going to change its color. So he's kind of got like a pink and a purple. So yeah, we'll try this one. And then, oh, that's looking nice already. So we can go for this pink again, but let's make it a bit darker. Let's make it to a bit of a darker pink. Okay. Aha, that looks really, really nice. Okay, and then he's got this star shape in the middle. So we can go down to the star over here. We can drag this one in the middle. And if I move this orange thing from left to right or up and down, you can see I can make the star a bit thicker. And I'm going to just put this into a dark purple color. No outline again. Okay, this is nice, perfectly in the middle. Okay, nice. All right, now I'm going to group the star and this tile together. So I can do this by selecting both of them, right-clicking and go to group, and then click group. So now it's just one group over here. So this is going to be easy for me to animate later. Okay, so let me put this in the middle of the slide. Okay, let's move them to about the middle. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to animate this one. So if you haven't watched the animation lesson, I highly recommend it. So we're going to go to the line which is going up and down. Okay, so I don't want it to go down like this. I want it to go to about here. Okay, whoops. Let's drag it down here. Not all the way. Okay, good. All right, now we have to go back to our animation settings. So remember, if I go to the animation pane, I can control all my animations. So let's go to the effect options. So right now, let's put this all the way back to 0. And I want this to happen in 3 seconds. I want it to repeat until the end of the slide. I don't want it to stop happening. And it's going to happen automatically. So not when the player clicks. I want it to happen automatically. So I'm going to click with previous. Okay, perfect. And then I want this to auto reverse. So it's going to go down and then it's going to reverse back up again. And it's going to keep going. All right, so let's see how that looks like. Okay, good. It's going down. Oh, perfect. And then it goes back up again. Excellent. All right, so we got the main difficult part of the slide ready. So now all we have to do is put this text. So we go back to shapes and we're going to choose the text box. And in here, I'm going to write, don't touch the void. He's got like a tree upside down here. So that's easy to do with the triangle and the rectangle. Just for the sake of simplifying the video, I'm not going to show you how to do that. You should already know from the videos we've done in the past. Okay. All right. This is looking really nice. You can find a text that you're happy with. We're going to put that just under over here. Okay, great. Okay, let me just copy this text again because we have play levels and quit down here. So let me just put play. I'm going to make that smaller. Okay, make it a bit smaller. Okay, good. And then I'm just going to copy this, put levels. And then I'm going to copy this one more time. I'm copying just by holding Control and Shift at the same time. Okay, good. And then quit. And then we just want to put the triangle next to each of these. So let me rotate it so it's on the side. Okay, maybe a bit smaller. Okay, this is nice. Very, very nice. Okay. All right, now, so this picture is just the picture on the left in the screenshot is just one of his levels. So later, when we create this level, we can just uh, put it on here later. Okay, but for right now, we have the main the main design of the homepage. So we've got this moving element, we've got the text. You can find a text that you're happy with. Right now, I'm just using the standard, very standard text, but choose one that you're happy with. Okay, so this is the main menu done. Okay, so now we're going to get to this first level screen. Now, the location of this tile over here is extremely important. The reason is when I click this tile on the next page, my mouse will stay in the exact same place. Now, if I don't do this, my mouse could end up in the void area. And then this is extremely bad because then the user or player will have game over straight away. So the place of this tile is very, very important. Okay, so let's get our diamond. Again, to save time, we can just take this pink color over here. Right, and I'm going to ungroup it. Remember, we put it into a group before. I'm going to do this so I can change the colors. So this is just a plain white color. This star is a light blue color. Remember, we can take the eyedropper and we can just choose the exact color of the star. Okay, perfect. Now, if you look very carefully, there's a blue glow around the diamond. The glow is a bit stronger on the bottom and a bit less strong below. Now, I think he's done it like this. So if I just copy this, I'm going to put an effect over. So I'm going to take a glow. We can take, maybe let's get a really bright color blue, like this one. Okay, now I'm going to go to my if glow options. So glow options. And you see over here, we can make this glow bigger. We can also make the glow stronger or less strong. So I think he's gone for maybe something like this. Now, if I position it over here, I want to send it to the back. So if you remember in one of the lessons before, if we click on the selection pane, we can take this and move it behind the other diamond. And if we make it a tiny bit smaller and then move it to the back, you can see now I've got a glow here, which is really cool. Let's make this glow a little bit less strong. Let's make it a bit smaller. Okay, this is a lot better. And let's make it a bit less transparent or more. We can play around with it. Okay, now I think, let's see how this is looking. Okay, that looks really cool. Okay, so perfect. We have the tile. I'm just going to choose these two diamonds. I'm going to click on the star as well, and I'm going to group them. So I'm going to put it into a group. Okay, so we have this tile over here. Now we just need our text. So let's get our shape. Okay, level 1. Again, you can choose any text you want. Just to simplify things, I'm just going to choose the default text. Okay, very nice. I've got my text over here, level 1. Okay, and then we've got another text for the menu. So let me copy this. Remember, Control Shift. Okay, then I'm going to put menu here. Let's make this one smaller. Okay, yeah, something like that's good. Okay, very nice. And then remember, if one, we can copy these triangles just to save our time. Okay, very nice. Okay, so it's looking good. If I take this screenshot away, so now this is looking really, really nice. So I've got my tile here. Maybe I should move it up a little bit. Okay, very, very nice. Okay, perfect. That's the second slide done. Okay, so let's get into the actual level 1 game itself. So I've just put these tiles on my slide, so you already know how to draw them or create them yourself and copy them. Just change one into blue and one into green, and then we're all set. So basically the idea is you click on the blue tile, the green one will appear and come down at the same time. It will stay there for a few seconds, then it will go up and disappear. So that means we want 4 animations: appear, come down, go up, disappear. We need 4 animations on this green tile. So let me just zoom in, just to make it easier to see. I'm going to start by putting my entrance animation, so it's going to fade in. I'm going to change the timing of this to 1 second. Okay, and remember, I want this to happen when I click on the blue tile. All right, perfect. So now let's click on the green tile again. This time we're going to put our motion path animation going down. So we need this to come down exactly on top of the white tile. So let me drag this red dot. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Okay, excellent. Now, remember, we want this to happen at the same time as the first animation. So let me bring this down. Let me change the time also to 1 second. And we want this to happen at exactly the same time as the first animation. So notice if I click on the drop down, I can go with previous. So start with the first animation. Okay, so now we can try this out. If I click on the blue tile, it should appear and come down. Okay, excellent. All right, now let's do the reverse, except this time I want the motion path going up to start after a few seconds. I want to give the player some time to get to the green tile. So let's click on the green tile one more time. Let's put the motion path animation again, except this time we want it to reverse. So reverse path direction. Okay, very good. So it's going up now. And then we just need to change, we just have to change the direction. So let me put this on top over here. Okay, let me bring this down. And I want it to happen after this first animation. So after previous. And I want it to happen after a few seconds. So this time we're going to make it happen in 1 second, but we're going to delay the start of the animation by 2 seconds. It will start after 2 seconds. Okay, so let's try this one. All right, let's go and see what's going to happen. So we click, it appears, come down, and then 2 seconds later it goes up. Very good. And at the same time we want it to fade out. So let's put one last animation. Go to add animation again and fade out. Let's also make this 1 second. Okay, and we're going to bring it down. Let's bring it down and make sure it's happening with the previous animation, so with this one. So let's see how this looks like together. So it appears, comes down, and then 2 seconds later it goes up and disappears. So we can play it again. Okay, it's exactly what we want. Perfect. Okay, so final touches. We need to make sure that when the player clicks play, it will take them to slide 2. When they click on this white tile, it takes them to slide 3. And then when they click on the green tile, it should take them to the level 2 screen. So let's just copy this one, right click, duplicate slide. I'm going to move it here, and I'm just going to put level 2. Don't worry about this one. We're going to change this for, in the next video. Okay, so right click on play, click on link, and we want it to go to a place in this PowerPoint, and we want it to go to slide 2. And then when I click on the white tile, I need to make sure first that we ungroup it. Oh, I've already ungrouped it. Good. Because we cannot put a link onto a group of pictures. So we need to ungroup it first, then click on the white tile, right click, and then link. Place in this document, slide 3. I'm also going to make sure that I do it with the star. Let's right click, link, slide 3 as well. And then last one, click on the green tile, right click, link, and to slide 4, because that's where level 2 is going to be. So let's test this out. Let's play. It takes us to level 1. We click on it and look where my mouse is, exactly in the right place. And then we can play the game. It should take me to level 2. Very good. Now there's one thing that we have forgotten. This is going to be the hardest one. So when the user comes with their mouse over onto the void area, we need this to link them back to the level 1 screen. So this one's going to be a bit harder to do. So we need the whole screen to be a link. But it's not going to be a normal link. It needs to be a link when the mouse goes over it, not when people click it. Okay? Otherwise, it will be really easy to cheat in this game. So let's create a big shape. It's going to be the whole background. I'm going to send it to the back. I'm going to take the line away, and I'm going to make sure it has the same background as the other slides. All right. Now this time we can't just do a normal link. We have to go to the Insert tab over here. Click on Action, and this time we want it to happen when the mouse goes over it. We want it to link to slide number 2. We want it to go back to level 1 slide. So, okay. So now we can test it. Let's just test it from here. Okay, if I go over, okay, you see we go back to level 1. Go back to level 1. All right, but now we have a problem. Look what's going to happen if I go over this. So we need some kind of background on these tiles so that the user will not get transported to the level 1 screen again. So let's just put a big shape around here. Let's put a big diamond. Okay, let's make it a tiny bit bigger. Okay, great. Almost there. Okay, I'm going to change the transparency of this just so I can see the background. And what I want to do is I want to cut some of these areas here. So let me just copy and paste this. And remember how we can do it? We can just go to the Shape Format tab. Okay, so click on this shape over here, and then we want to cut this shape away from it. So remember, merge shapes and subtract. Okay, good. And then I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. So lucky I already pasted this first diamond. I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. Let's make it a bit bigger. Okay, perfect. Let's make sure. Okay, so I'm going to click on this shape and then click on this. We're going to remove it. So now I'm left with this shape over here, which is exactly what we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the transparency all the way down. So maybe I just want to see it first. Let me just make sure it's going over all of our tiles. And then I'm going to send it to not the back, because that's going to be the link. We want it just above the link. Okay, now I can put the transparency down so nobody can see it. Okay, so now when my mouse moves over this, we shouldn't be transported to slide 1 screen. So let's check this one out. So, whoops, I moved over this way. So let's see. Okay, oh, excellent. Now we can move freely across these four tiles. But if I go over the void, we go back to level one. All right, perfect. So we've got the whole level one and the main menu working. Good job, guys. Can't wait to start level two.